It's a young samurai, I smoke a spliff in a cup, and I pass a line to my bro. No fuck with my flow. Couple bad bitches and a cup of that Joe. So it's just THC.
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? Hey, before this video even continue, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bones. Let's get it. Alright, for all that don't know, I'm a really big Knicks fan. Yes, I know. In 2K, I use the Spurs. But that has something to do with the fact that, not as much as the Knicks aren't good, which, I mean, come on, they're like the 20-something team on the game. But it has more to do with the fact that I like playing 90s Knicks basketball, and the Spurs are just more equipped to do that. I was also considering using the Memphis Grizzlies, just so we could just, full disclosure. Anyway, so I watch every Knicks game, y'all, every Knicks game. For anybody that follows me on Twitter, you can look right at my Twitter feed, and it's like full of Knicks stuff, because that's what that's like one of my really big passions. So I came across this thing right here, and they're talking about Beasley, Jack Hardaway, and whatever. And I just wanted to point out something. Michael Beasley, he's an enigma. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you can't tell if the guy's thinking about what sandwich he's gonna make after the game, or if he's thinking about the play they running. Like sometimes he just be out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like I used to play football, right? So when I used to play football, whenever we weren't doing whatever we were supposed to be doing, the coach would be like, "We're playing tiddlywinks." You understand what I'm saying? I have no idea what tiddlywinks is. I think it's an actual game, y'all. I don't know. But my coach used to always say that. Like, the coach of the team, "Oh man, this guy, he's over there playing tiddlywinks." That basically meant that you weren't doing whatever it is that you were supposed to be doing. And it just seems often like that's what Michael Beasley is. Like he's not engaged. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that if there was a way that we could keep Michael Beasley engaged freaking for 48 minutes, he's not even gonna play the whole 48 minutes, obviously. What he's gonna get? He's splitting power forward. And the other day I saw them put him at small forward, which I think is kind of a good idea. If the other team has a small forward who isn't one of those break a guy down, go to the rack small forwards, then yeah, I believe we could put Beasley at the 3. But he's not. His footing is too slow to like guard a lot of these players that's really quick. But if it's a guy that he doesn't necessarily, he uses more strength than speed, then yeah, Beasley can play the 3. But Beasley, what he's gonna average 15 to 20 minutes a game. I think if you give Beasley 15 to 20 minutes a game minimum, like that's what he's averaging, he'll be doing well. The problem is, it seems that when he gets in the game, after he makes one mistake, they go away from him. You have to understand, Beasley is going to make a shitload of mistakes. You have to let him get comfortable. Anyway, let's get to the article. As usual, I do not read the article before I get here. I just see an article, nice heading, and I'll be like, you know what? I want to do a story on it. Anyway, so this came out December 24th. This is December 26th, by the way. Michael Beasley has been a pleasant surprise for the Knicks this season, capped off by a pair of 30-point performances in the team's last 2 victories. You got to remember, one of those performances, I believe, Kristaps Porzingis, he wasn't available. He was hurt. And the other performance was Kristaps Porzingis shot like 1 or 0 for something. I think he went like 0 for like 15 or something like that. He was just terrible. Kristaps doesn't play well against teams that's physical. This is the book on him. Everybody knows that. So basically, teams that have a reputation of good defense, the refs tend to let get away with more physical play. This is just basketball, y'all. It's been like this for years, all right? So this just been like this. Teams that's got a reputation for good defense, Memphis Grizzlies, Boston Celtics, they have reputations for good defense. So the refs just let them get away with a little bit more. Because you got to understand, a lot of foul calls is basically your interpretation. So if you think the defensive player beat him to the spot, then it's probably going to be a no call or offensive call. You understand? But if it's a defensive player that is slow-footed and usually doesn't beat the guy to the spot, and the guy usually beats him to the spot, he's going to get a lot of fouls called on him. Anyway, however, Beasley, who has solidified himself in the star in Chinese Basketball Association, which he did, started accepting the fact he may never play in the NBA again. Beasley, still just 28. Dude is only 28. He is an incredible offensive talent. partly because he's just so strong. You understand? Like, he's so strong. He has a nice, soft touch. Beasley, who's just 28, said interest in him 2 springs ago was limited, not due to his talent, but issues with his maturity and questionable off-the-court incidents. I think he just smokes too much weed. I think Beasley has smoked so much weed that it's just hard for him to focus. I think that's what it is. I mean, I don't know if he smoked weed. He just looks like a nigga that do. No disrespect, Beasley. He just looks like you smoke so much weed. Give everybody a little bit of a drug lesson here. Whenever we use any kind of drugs, it changes the molecular structure of our brain. It basically changes the way that our brains operate. This goes for caffeine. This goes for nicotine. This goes for weed. This goes for cocaine. This goes for whatever drug you could think of. Anything that stimulates our brain done excessively over long periods of time changes the way that our brains work and operate. You understand what I'm saying? So for all these people that's like, oh man, I smoke weed all the time and it don't do nothing. Well, yeah, I mean, I understand what your position is and I understand what your point is. And I also understand people that's going to say weed is natural, it comes from the earth. So does cocaine. So that means that crack comes from the earth too, right? Because let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? What do you use to make crack? You use a lot of things that are naturally occurring substances. Anyway, the point being, whenever you use these things that affect your brain over a long period of times, it has effects. It has, long-lasting effects. And it just seems to me like Beasley just has a problem recognizing and then it's like his brain sees it, but he can't move. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it just looks like to me. I could be wrong. It could be just basketball IQ. That could just be what it is. Because a lot of times we have these young athletic individuals, they don't get the proper, training, because they're like, oh man, this guy's this good. Then they go to AAU, and AAU doesn't teach them IQ. That's what a lot of these NBA players are complaining about now, that the AAU coaches aren't teaching them basketball. They're just trying to, get them to get over on their athletic ability rather than their knowledge of the game. I'm just telling you what I heard. All right, this is what the actual 2 people that has said this before, Jalen Rose and I believe Tracy McGrady. Tracy McGrady has said it. A couple of people have said this. Anyway, a call from the Mavericks did not amount to much, as it was not until the Rockets, a team Beasley said was not on his radar. And for everybody that doesn't know, the Rockets is a team that they have a big fan base in China. After an impressive 20-point cameo in Houston, followed by a productive season in Milwaukee last year, Beasley proved he can be used to asset in the NBA. Look, I'm gonna leave the article. I'm gonna leave the link to the article in the description. But look, if the Knicks can figure out a way to get 15 points out of Beasley and pair him at times on the court with KP somehow, I don't know how, but somehow, they're going to be able to be more successful than they've been. One of the main problems with KP is when he gets the ball, everybody is so scared that they double him and they push him and they shove him and they grab him. And it's just caught. He needs a Robin. Maybe when Hardaway gets back. Well, definitely when Hardaway gets back, it's going to be a good thing. But, maybe when Hardaway gets back and Beasley is still being, effective, that could propel them, Because I believe that with the roster that they currently have, they could be a 5th seed. I don't see that as out of the way. I see that it's very possible. Anyway, leave your comments down below. I really want to know what you guys think about this. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. # Bronx Farmers. Let's get it. And look, I love y'all. Keep each other safe. Remember, man, watch these Knicks. These Knicks is going to do good things. And please, stop talking about trading people. Jack ain't that damn bad. People keep talking about trading Jack on Twitter. Stop talking about trading Jack. Stop talking about picking up the other dude. There's a reason why they didn't pick the other dude up. Nobody even got him. You understand what I'm saying? Trey Burke. Nobody even has Trey Burke. There's a reason why the Knicks don't have him, okay? Playing for the big team. So stop it. There's a reason for these things. Please, New Yorkers, let's stop acting like we know everything. Anyway, I love y'all. Keep each other safe. That's all I got on this one. I'm out. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you would like to help dictate the direction that this channel takes, please leave a comment. All comments are appreciated, whether positive or negative. Thank you very much and enjoy your day. And remember, positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. Let's get it.